Welcome back, FlossTube. Welcome to my Stitchy home. I'm recording this on Sunday, but this will go live on Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, which happens to be my brother's birthday. So happy birthday, Robin, if you ever see this. So yesterday I went through, this is a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I talk about my quilting and my needlepoint and canvas work and crochet as well. So yesterday I went through all my canvas work and needlepoint whips, and today I'm going through my kitted projects that I haven't started yet. So get a cup of coffee or whatever, and you're safely off to the side and you're stitching, and let's begin in no particular order. If this is your first time catching me and you didn't see the FlossTube from yesterday, that was my FlossTube Special number 9, and this is number 10 as part of celebrating my 1 year on YouTube. And there's a playlist down below of all the specials where I do a parade of my whips and kits for cross stitch, which took 6 days, quilting, which took 2 days, and now needlepoint and canvas work, which is 2 days. So this is your first FlossTube special of mine that you've caught, then you might be interested in just going down and clicking the playlist, or you can go to my Stitchy home and see the tab that says playlist, and you can get to it there as well. And I also have a playlist for all of my 2019 FlossTubes and my 2020 FlossTubes. Alright, so first one is from Kathy Rees, R-E-E-S, and she ran this as a mystery 1 year. It's called STARSTRUCK. And she has several colorways, but I think that was the main colorway. And I bought the pattern, the mystery pattern, from somebody who did it as a mystery. And then at the merchandise event, merchandise night, or whatever you want to call it, the event where I bought this, like a table or two over was where Kathy was selling kits. And so I asked her, I said, I have the pattern, can I just get the canvas and the flosses? And she said, sure. So I don't remember what this colorway was called. And then the canvas it was on was white 18 count mono canvas that I bought from her. So Debbie's Designs, again, that's Debbie Rowley. I bought this pattern from her when I went to that Needle Arts Mystery Retreat that I talked about in the yesterday's video. And this one is called Fun Stuff. Lots of specialty. But although I love those colors, I love those colors, I decided that I would stitch it on a sagey green. It's probably vintage sage or something like that, because it's got that, it's printed, it's plain on the back and then modeled on the front. So I wanted it to look Christmassy. I thought that would be good to have. This is one of the first patterns I ever bought and kitted up. Also Debbie's Designs. I really like her stuff. And this is Tahiti Triangles. And the variegated floss in there was a Tahiti water lilies. and or watercolor, probably both. And I like that, but I wanted to do a blue and brown colorway. So I am doing peacock. I think I got enough of the navy blue to do the background instead of to do all these outlines. This is a big piece. Instead of doing them in black on a black canvas, I got a navy blue, and might be this one, Levantine blue. This might be the one that I was going to stitch it on and then stitch the navy blue outline. Yeah. Another DebBee's design. My Heart is Complete wedding sampler. Yeah, it's on white. It's one of these is 18 by 20 and one of these is 20 by 20. Probably the 18 by 20. So our wedding colors were purple, kind of a royal blue, a swimming pool blue, and then a jade green. So this reminded me similar to. So then I just picked the other flosses to go with that to match our wedding colors. And we have a wedding sampler. I'll go downstairs and film that. It's from a painted canvas we bought on our honeymoon in La Jolla, California. Needlepoint of La Jolla. In 2011, we were on our honeymoon in San Diego, and then they kitted it up for me, and I eventually got it stitched. And I'll insert that here. Okay, what else? Okay, so hope you enjoyed seeing that. These are other kits I have, and this is another Marnie Ritter, and it's called Addictions. Try to pull, I can pull the picture out. I'm not sure which way is up. I don't know that maybe that way. If those are like, or maybe not, maybe they're flowers. I thought they were trees, but maybe they're flowers. She uses a variety of glosses and I know that's hard to see. Beads. I love her stuff. That was that Marnie Ritter is the one that Picture Perfect, the one where the framer cuts out for a mirror or to frame a photograph in the center. It's Marnie, and then that is on, I think it's a rose. It's considered a rose or a dusty rose. Mono canvas. I know, plastic, but you get the idea of the color because that shows through the stitches. That shows through, so you see the background. Okay, and another Marnie. I love Marnie. I met her at the 2012 National PGA. Got to have lunch with her and ask her questions about how she became a designer and what is this one called? A Year in Review. But it's a so each band represents, I guess, the month, January, February, on down to December. And then you can put your initials and the year to the side. Flosses on that. You can see the sparkle in those, and then there's beads. Oh, and then there's Krynic. Got like a red and green in it. Isn't that neat? And it is stitched on, I would say that's a off-white, maybe off-white. Okay. This is designed by Joan Thomason, I think. Joan Thomason. I'm gonna take the plastic out of the way. And look at those trees. Looks so real. So the neat thing, one of the neat things about this design is you attach batik fabric in certain areas to emulate the rocks. It's a line drawn canvas. And I know you can see it better if I had something behind it, but these are the flosses. Looks like there's some ribbon. Silken colors. Oh, love that. Oh, and here's the fabric. And I said batik. I don't know if it's batik. I think it is, but I don't know. Don't those look like... Or you know what? That's painted. That's painted on paper. That is not... Well, it might be like a light suede. So you cut out the rock shapes and attach them. I love that. I mean, I would love to see that hanging on my wall. I would love that. Isn't that cool? That is cool. I think I would have liked to have attended a class where she kind of high level talked through all that, but I bought it from her at a merchandise night somewhere. Okay, this is a Laura J. Perrin, P-E-R-I-N design, part of her American quilt collection, and it's a color study called Starry Nights. Trying to get it out of the bag. So, and Laura Perrin. That's gorgeous. And her stuff, her stuff stitches up pretty quick, is my impression. So I have a light blue canvas. Got stretcher bars. And I've got, oh, on a ring, I've got pearl cottons and stranded DMC. And then the Kryneck. That's gorgeous. I don't know if I have all the flosses or not. Oh, it calls for Treasure Ribbon Petite Rainbow Gallery. Okay, my husband came in to talk to me, so that's why I turned that off and back on again. This is a beautiful design. Pathways of Color by Anne Marie Anderson Mays, M-A-Y-E-S, 2015. So she offered this up to raise money for the Australian fires, I believe. So I have a pink canvas that I got from the Needle Bug, and then let's see, it looks like I used some color and cotton, needlepoint silk, some soy crystale that I had. So this is stuff I kitted. Weeks Dye Works Bethlehem, which is a blue, it's hard to see, but it's a blue and green and on a purple. So yeah, I remember now, I kitted this from stuff that I had to fit. It won't look exactly like her design, but it'll be pretty. Right? This is a Needle Delights, Kathy Rees, called Land of the Free. And I bought this at Silk Road Needle Arts in St. Petersburg, Florida. With, it's like a, let's see what it calls for. It called for white mono canvas. This is a eggshell, which I think I had. Yeah, I didn't get from him. And then these are the called for, you know, flosses, patriotic flosses that I got from the shop in St. Petersburg. if I didn't already have a couple other patriotic whips I wanted to work on, I'd start that in July. Okay, this is a pattern and kit that I picked up at a stash sale called A Charmed Heart, designed by Leah Padilla, and it was donated to the Embroiderers Guild of America to sell so that the profits could go to the American Heart Association in support of women's heart health research. And it was originally, you know, $10 and included the pattern and the heart charm that you attach with some ribbon to the design. And then these are the, again, that gray, blue, teal, whatever, and cream colorway. Must have been, you know, popular whenever this came out. And I thought about changing it, but I think we have the foresty green colored living room furniture, so anything in that whole blue green palette fits in well. Here's another Frank Lloyd Wright inspired design that I bought from a friend. She wasn't going to do it. Isn't that neat? I mean, that doesn't look hard at all. And comes with the line drawn canvas. And the flosses. And the instructions. I like Frank Lloyd Wright. I like that mid-century aesthetic of his. Okay. Another one up here. We're almost done. Right? We're almost done. Ah, this is another Marnie Ritter one. I guess I opened up the package and put it into a folder. Isn't that pretty? And it is, what is it called? Patterns from the Past. It was a A&G workshop by mail at one time. And then these were the flosses, and yeah, she puts on her own cards. Cool. And then this is the canvas. I'll show you this. I took a class on painting on canvas and silk, and it was a correspondence course offered through EGA. Mark and Paint on Canvas and Fabric is what it officially was called, and the teacher was Laura Smith. I think she still offers this through EGA. But nice big book with lots of good information. Anyway, that was the church bulletin for my church, and I thought, that is cool. So I knew when I signed up for this course I wanted to take this and put it on canvas. So there's my canvas version of that. Isn't that neat? It's not, you know, exact, but so then what was supposed to happen after the class ended was I was supposed to pick flosses and start stitching that. Then the other thing we had to learn how to paint. We had to buy paints for, well, we had to buy the paints to paint the canvas, and we had to buy paints to paint the silk, and I forget the name of the company where I found the silk handkerchiefs, but this was I think a Bargello design in a stitch book, and I just sort of played off of that. And then because I accidentally splattered the paint around, I went ahead and made intentional dots. But so that was just a silk handkerchief that then you could stitch, right? I mean, you should be able to stitch on silk. I never have. And then I sent her these two pieces that I had, and what I sent her the page from the stitch book, the stitch diagram book that inspired this, the silk. And I sent her the church bulletin that inspired the other. Here's the page where I got that, you know, Bargello design. And so then I got a little certificate and a ribbon, and that I completed the course. But how pitiful that I never I should have framed that silk. That would be neat. Frame it. If I'm not going to stitch it, I could at least frame it. And then this one I should stitch. I could stitch it and donate it to my church. That the chalice is the symbol of the Christian Church, Disciples of Christ denomination. My dad was a minister for that denomination. So that's not a kit or whip. That's just it was right here. I thought, ooh, I will show that to you. I see one more. I see one more project in front of me that I forgot I had. Well, this is the canvas, and I've been meaning for a while to take the canvas off the scroll bars. It really shouldn't have been left on there since I didn't start it, and then be able to use this for cross stitch projects. Remember I told you I had that hot stuff DebBee's design that I wanted to stitch for real. So there's that. There's the actual pattern. Hot stuff. That's what I want to stitch on that red canvas. Only okay. Only I was using red, white, and blue flosses instead of, you know, the red and orange and gold. So that's another patriotic stitch. Okay, we're going to stop right here before I find something else. Thanks for coming by my Stitchy home, and I'll see you soon for a regular floss tube to show you all the progress on my various whips and starts, and I don't know if I have a finish downstairs or not. Maybe. But I'll show that to you soon. So thanks again. Good to see you. Bye, everybody.